So these are some of the questions that you should be asking when you go for a hair removal consultation or before your first appointment, just so you can have some more information for yourself before you get into any sort of process where you're going to be spending any amount of money and dealing with lasers in the body. You should be asking your technician is basically kind of what level of education or training they have, because there are different levels, not everybody's the same. You can basically get an esthetician that bought the machine off the internet and has very basic training that they did themselves on the book that came with the laser, or you can get an esthetician that has taken a medical aesthetics course, and they know how to run different machines, and they work at a spa maybe that happens to have an IPL or something. And then you can get the laser technician that's also a medical esthetician. Hi. That has done extensive training, that actually loves hers or his job, and is really educated and kind of knows what you're in for and what people are getting into. And then the next level is some people want to see a doctor or a dermatologist, but they're really not interested in doing simple laser procedures like hair removal. So you really kind of want to look for the best person that is passionate about it. It works in a med-spa that has equipment of a higher quality that's available to them due to having a doctor on staff or a gynecologist on staff, and things are more readily available to them. So you're going to get better equipment, better results, and somebody with a better education that actually knows what they're doing and enjoys doing what they're doing. It's really important to find out if they're getting new training on these new lasers, if their equipment is super old and they've just been sticking with the same thing, or if you're continuously upgrading your information, your equipment, and really knowing the best way to use it and the best way it's going to work on other people's bodies. So there are different types of lasers out there that are available. In general, it's mostly between IPL and a true laser. And the difference between IPL, which stands for intense pulse light, and a true laser is that IPL is more like a flashlight beam. It's a wider spectrum of wavelengths, and it's not as specific. Whereas a true laser, it's really going for its target, whether it's the color of the hair, veins, or pigment, and it's a lot more specific and you get better results from it. So you always want to feel like your laser technician is also available to answer any questions or concerns you may have during your laser hair removal process. So basically, if you ever run into any sort of complications of any sort, and you have a question, or maybe you're just curious, or I stayed red a little extra long, or you know, should I go in the sun right after? These are things that should be explained to you during the consult, but say you forgot or anything, you want to make sure that your technician is available to talk to you, to explain these things, how you can deal with them, how you can avoid issues, everything like that. So you really want somebody that's well-versed in customer service and actually enjoys taking care of their clients and making sure they're happy and comfortable and not at home wondering, is this normal? Sometimes it just takes a quick little email and really everything's fine, but just to put your mind at ease, you want to make sure that your technician's available for you. If anybody ever actually guarantees you in the hair removal process that you're never going to have any regrowth and it's all going to be gone and it's just some sort of false miracle promise, you should really question that. Hair growth is completely hormonal, so if you change a medication or get pregnant, hit menopause, have a thyroid issue in the future, there's always a chance for new hair growth. So we can guarantee 80% removal for sure. You're going to be amazingly happy with your results, and this is going to last for a while. But if somebody does promise you something that seems too good to be true, that your hair is going to be just gone for good after this and you're never going to see another one in your life, then you should definitely question their level of knowledge on the actual hair growth cycle in general. Because you can see some new hair growth, not the ones that we've killed, but new hair growth in the future due to hormonal fluctuations or imbalances or any big changes in your life. So definitely don't just go for any false promises, and really look into it and make sure your technician is being honest with you and what to expect in the future of your hair removal process. You should also be really careful when you see these really inexpensive laser deals out there. Cheap doesn't mean good. I know it's hard on the wallet sometimes when you see certain prices, but when you see a really, really low price on laser hair removal, you should be a little cautious about what equipment they're using, what training have they had, what facilities is it being done in, what quality of the lasers are they using, do they have a doctor on staff. All these things add up when you see certain laser prices that seem a little more expensive than some other crazy ad you may have seen on the internet and you're like, wow, what a deal. There are reasons why certain places have more expensive prices, because you are paying for the specialty training, the best quality of lasers, like I said, the doctor on staff and the facilities you're in, and just the customer service in general. We're not trying to pump people in and out as fast as we can to make $20 over and over and over again all day. It's really about the customer experience, making you feel comfortable, making sure that you're getting results. We don't want to just tell people come every 4 weeks and you're never going to see hair again and keep you on the same schedule, because then when you stop coming, you're going to start to see more regrowth. It is a schedule that has to be played with. These are things that your laser technician should know and should be educated on. So even though you're spending more money at a better place, you're getting the best results that are going to last for you, and you don't have to just keep coming back, because even if it's really inexpensive, if you have to keep coming back, it's going to keep adding up in price.